Today we're learning about density. And Hannah, can you tell me, what does density mean?
A measurement of how much matter can fit into space.
How much matter can fit into space. And Yanelia, if you have some water there, is there a way that you could increase the density of your fresh water?
Yes.
How could you do that?
By adding salt.
Oh, so there's some salt here. Okay. So our first test this morning is that we're going to put an egg into fresh water, and we're going to see what's more dense, the egg or the fresh water. So go ahead and add your egg, and let's see if it floats or sinks. Go ahead. Well, that one sunk. So Jerome, would you say, is the egg or the water more dense if it sinks? What has more density, the egg or the water?
The egg.
The egg, because it's sinking. Let's look over here. What happened with your egg? Let's put your egg in there. Uh-oh. It's sunk. So what has more density, the egg or the water?
The egg.
The egg, because the egg sunk. That's right. Let's look over here with table 6. Add your egg. Here it goes, and it's sunk. So this is fresh water. How could we make the water more dense so the egg will float?
Salt.
Salt. Add some salt. Okay. In table 2, we're going to try adding some of your salt to see if we can change the density of the water. Jalen, you want to try that? There we go. And Rachel, you're going to stir it up. And let's do our egg test and see if it will float after we have a solution of salt water here. That's good. And here comes the egg. Does it float? Does it sink? Let's see. I think it's still sunk. We might need 2 cups of salt. Okay. And in this experiment, we're going to add 2 cups of salt to see if our water will be dense enough to float an egg. Go ahead, add 2 cups of salt, table 1. That's good?
No.
There you go, stir it up. Stir it up, there you are. Good, and we're making a solution of salt water. Excellent, okay, test your egg. Let's see if it'll float. Oh, we've got a floater! 2 cups of salt. And now we're with table 3, and Hannah's gonna add 2 cups of salt. I wanna see if our saltwater solution is enough to float an egg, if it's dense enough. So we're gonna stir it up. Excellent. That's good, let's add our egg. Let's see if it floats.
No.
Now, if table 1 had an egg that floated with 2 cups of salt, why do you think your egg isn't floating?
Because we didn't stir it right enough.
Yaneli says maybe you need to stir it some more. So maybe you could take the egg out or leave it in there and stir it and see if that changes the solution, if the solution becomes more dense if you dissolve the salt. Table 6, they're gonna both add 2 cups of salt, but they're gonna stir it a little longer to see if their salt solution can be more dense than our last table. And I think our last table just didn't stir it enough. Go ahead, add your 2 cups. Yeah, and stir that for a while, Dora. Get that really stirred up. And go ahead with your 2nd cup there. There you go. Keep stirring, keep stirring. Okay, Dora, I think yours is ready to add the egg. Okay, so I think this is an issue of completely dissolving your salt at 2 cups. Let's see. Yeah, that's clearly floating at 2 cups. Okay, and now let's see table 4 if you have similar results with 2 cups of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Where?
There it is. Yep, it's floating. Okay. And I'm here with table 3, and they're going to test the salinity of their water with a hydrometer. And Hannah, go ahead and add water to that. And we know that for salt water, the salinity level needs to be somewhere above 1.020 or 1.025, but we think there's a lot more salt in here than that. And if we look at our hydrometer, let's turn around, that scale is maxed out. So we know for saltwater fish, this would be the safety zone here, but we know it's all the way up here. So very dense salt water. Good job.